Eyewitness News, the Chicago area's leading news, with John Drury, Marianne Childers, Tim Weigel, and Steve Deschler.
Good evening, I'm John Drury.
And I'm Linda Yu from Marianne Childers.
We begin tonight with a major development in an abduction case that gripped the nation. It's the tragic story of 12-year-old Polly Klaas. It's been 2 long months since she was taken from her home in Petaluma, California. Tonight she is still missing, but a prime suspect is in custody. And now police claim to have new evidence linking 39-year-old Richard Allen Davis to the kidnapping. Channel 7's Paul Meinke is in the newsroom working the story. Paul?
John told that tonight's announcement would be significant. The people who've been searching for Polly Klaas were hoping for the best while fearing the worst. What they got was something in between. Evidence that could lead to charges against the prime suspect in the disappearance of the young girl from Petaluma, California.
I can announce to you is a palm print that was found inside of Polly's bedroom that does indicate the presence of our prime suspect in that bedroom on the night of the kidnapping.
This is the prime suspect, Richard Allen Davis, a 39-year-old ex-con who was paroled from prison just last summer after serving half of a 16-year sentence for kidnapping. This is the victim, 12-year-old Polly Klaas, snatched from the bedroom of her home October 1st as she hosted a slumber party with 2 other girls. Witnesses would later spot Davis in the area, and after he was jailed 2 weeks ago for drunk driving, police noticed he matched the kidnapper's description. Polly's 2 friends have reportedly identified Davis in a lineup. Now, with the palm print match and other forensic evidence police won't discuss, local prosecutors will be asked to try Davis on kidnapping charges. But after 2 months, there is still no sign of Polly Klaas. Police and volunteers will be out again tomorrow, searching an area near her home in Petaluma, 50 miles north of San Francisco.
The effort intensifies. We have to find Polly. That's been our goal from the very beginning, and I'm glad that we've now got a link. I mean, hopefully this man, if he has any shred of decency left in him, he'll let them know where Polly is.
Police won't say whether they believe Polly is dead or alive, and they won't comment on reports that some articles of clothing were found in the area that it's now being searched. Live in the newsroom, Paul Meinke, Channel 7 Eyewitness News. John?
Well, thank you, Paul. The night of the kidnapping, authorities met up with Davis near the scene of the crime, but failed to connect him with the abduction. They had not heard broadcasts of the suspect's description. Linda?
John, meantime, here in the Midwest, St. Louis police are searching for a 10-year-old girl who disappeared on Wednesday. They fear that she is the second victim of a killer. Cassidy Center was apparently walking home from a friend's house when she disappeared. Police found her personal alarm on the ground, an alarm she normally wore on her belt. Even neighbors are volunteering in the search.
Because next time it might not be a little girl, it might be a little boy. You have to put a stop to it somewhere.
Police have concentrated the search around a wildlife area east of the city. This because the body of another little girl was found here 4 days ago. Here in Chicago, there's a search for the man who attacked a teenage girl while she was on her way to school. The 13-year-old victim was dragged into a stairwell on the southwest side of the city this morning, and there a man tried to rape her, but the teenager was able to fight off the attacker. Channel 7's Kent Ninomiya joins us live now with the latest. Kent?
Linda, detectives here at Area 1 are out working on the case right now. They're looking for the man who apparently tried to rape a 13-year-old girl while she was on her way to school. Now, the police say this is a very unusual case. After the man apparently dragged the girl out behind a building and tore her pants off, he then put on a condom. This is where the 13-year-old girl says she was forced to go, beneath this staircase in the back of an occupied apartment building. She says after her attacker put on the condom, he tried to rape her but was unsuccessful. The girl then ran down the street to Hinton Elementary School, where she's a 7th grader. Teachers called the police. Hinton is sending letters home with all students telling parents about the assault. But tonight, many are angry. They say police should patrol the streets when their children walk to school.
Man, they need more policemen around here, man. Because the police around here arresting innocent bystanders when they should get the criminals.
They should have the area patrolled or something, you know, when at the time of children coming out of school, going to school.
Dave Johnson lives in the building where the attack allegedly happened. It has him concerned for his wife and daughter.
My wife and I, we were planning on going out for dinner, but after I told her what happened today, we are more or less going to stay in tonight.
The police described the suspect as a black male, about 30 years old, wearing a black corduroy jacket and gold-colored pants. They say he also took a gold ring from his victim. Many of the parents I talked to tonight say they will never let their children walk to school alone again. They say it's a shame that their children have to grow up in a time where children get attacked on their way to school, assaulted in broad daylight, and that their attackers could get away. Reporting live from the South Side, Kent Ninomiya, Channel 7 Eyewitness News. Linda, back to you.
All right, Kent, and the 13-year-old victim was checked at a hospital. She suffered no serious physical injuries.
Well, Linda, several West Side community groups plan a protest march tomorrow outside stores they believe are stealing and selling clothes and jewelry with gang insignias. The logos on these items represent gangs. Community leaders tell us that some merchants sell the clothes secretly, hiding them behind counters, selling them only to gang members.
It's a great country. Right. It's just that obviously it emotes a certain violent reaction from certain people, especially if you're from another gang.
If they continue to sell clothing that's going to risk our youth life, they need to be accountable.
And you're not going to shop there?
No, I won't.
A threatened boycott by angry residents has discouraged some merchants. Anti-gang activities say that's not enough. All of them have to stop what they're doing. Linda?
Let's turn to politics now. The suspense is over. Congressman Dan Rostenkowski will run for re-election. The powerful chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee was honored today by the Water Reclamation District for help in getting financing for the Deep Tunnel project. There had been speculation that Rostenkowski would not run because he's under investigation for misuse of money in the House post office scandal. But Rostenkowski says there's no reason why he shouldn't be re-elected.
I think as a member of the House of Representatives, represented the district well. I think that today's is a certification that I've been serving my constituents.
Rostenkowski says that he will file his re-election petitions on Monday. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, tonight, President Clinton visited local health clinics in an effort to promote his health plan. Mr. Clinton promised his reforms would improve the quality of health care in rural areas across the nation. After a Democratic fundraising dinner, the president then flew on to Los Angeles.
Well, tonight the government is offering dramatic evidence that the economy is picking up momentum, the biggest one-month drop in unemployment in a decade. Tonight the jobless rate stands at 6.4%. That's down 0.4% in a month. Well, the country's biggest airlines are lowering fares up to 35%. Travelers who had until Tuesday to buy tickets got a few extra days when American, United, Delta, and others extended the deadline until next Friday. The airlines are hoping to increase travel during the typically weak period between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Still ahead, a mob seen as the one-time king of the cocaine world is buried in Colombia. A lot of poor people there had worshipped him as a Robin Hood.
Later, why Princess Diana is fed up with public life and what she's going to do about it. And the best recipes of some of the area's finest restaurants are no longer secrets. James Ward reveals how you can find out all about them.
The really great teams go all out. They never let up, not for a second.
Friday and Saturday at Electric Avenue, get 0% interest for 1 full year on select electronics and appliances.
Electric Avenue crushes the competition.
This week at Jewel, you'll find government-inspected fresh Jewel boneless, skinless chicken breasts for $1.99 a pound. And Pepsi or 7-Up, 24 12-ounce cans, just $4.99. And for just 10 cents, Granny Smith apples, navel oranges, and government-inspected fresh chicken drumstick portions. Each one just a dime. For all sorts of savings.
They're the baddest. They're the meanest. They're the best in America. They're Ford trucks, and they're moving out fast, thanks to the best deals of the year. Now, lease a new Ford F-150 for $229 a month for only 24 months. Get $3,900 financing or $1,000 cash back on Aerostar. Not a bad deal for America's baddest trucks. See the Truck Authority, your local Ford dealer today.
Bad to the bone. Come to Rooms and More at Montgomery Ward.
And save 20 to 50% on all furniture.
For 2 days only, take an extra 10% off even on sale prices.
In Golden Gems, all fine jewelry is 60 to 65% off.
Plus, take an extra 10% off Friday and Saturday.
All furniture and fine jewelry on sale at Montgomery Ward.
Pablo Escobar, the one-time king of the cocaine world, was buried today, just a day after government forces shot and killed him. Thousands of Colombians turned out for his funeral. Many of the poor people of Medellin had worshipped Escobar as a Robin Hood. Amid tight security, Escobar's family paid their last respects to the drug lord, a man responsible for the deaths of thousands, including many high government officials. Meantime, Colombia's president says he will now focus on other drug groups in his country. American drug officials say they don't expect to see any drop in the importation of cocaine into this country because of Escobar's death. Tonight, we know some more about the man whose shooting spree at a California unemployment office left 4 people dead before he himself was shot by police. For 7 years, gunman Alan Winterborn had fought for and been denied jobless benefits. This after losing his job with the Northrop Corporation. Just 30 minutes before his rampage began, he had dropped off documents about his job troubles at a local newspaper. The neighbors described Winterborn as nice and gentle. Others, including a placement counselor who had tried to help him, say he was crazy.
Well, Linda, 9 abused horses and ponies so malnourished that they were literally facing death are stabled and well fed tonight. The painfully thin horses were seized yesterday from a Will County farm owned by a man the state and animal activists have had dealings with in the past. And this time they found starving horses kept in a trailer. Others left to fend for themselves outdoors.
Yeah. What the hell is this, a steel job? Well, I'll tell you why, because they figure if you're starving some, these will be... Oh, baloney.
Just 24 hours and plenty of oats later, the horses are making a remarkable recovery. In about 6 weeks, they'll be offered for adoption to good homes.
And still ahead, Steve Deschler's weekend weather forecast for us. Find out when the fog will finally clear up. Also, Princess Diana's emotional explanation on why she's reducing her public role.
And James Ward finds the recipes of festive holiday treats all over town and elsewhere.
Because we use the Kodak Color Watch system. And because each and every picture is always handled with care. And because we give you a choice of sizes and finishes and number of prints, each at a low Walmart price every day of the week, it's easy to see that while there are lots of places to take pictures,
there's no better place to take pictures than Walmart.
And again, we haven't, even though we've been away, we've been either flying or playing or practicing, so it'll be a good break for them.
What do you like to play, Darryl?
Pardon me?
What do you like to play?
I'm more interested in winning games. I'm not more interested in those clubs and diamonds and all that stuff.
Yes, stay away from those casinos. Well, the Western Open Golf Tournament, a word from our sponsor, they've got a new one. Motorola entered a 1-year, $3 million deal today to keep the tournament at Cog Hill in south suburban Lamont. By the way, I think Cog is open this weekend. Temperatures in the mid-40s, right, Steve? A little rain, wear your Gore-Tex and have a ball. But then Sunday, get ready for the Bears and Packers at Soldier Field. Bears want to avenge that 17-13 defeat to the Packers 5 weeks ago. Anthony Morgan knows both sides of this rivalry.
I've been in Chicago for 3 years, and that's all I listen to talk about, the Packers and the Bears rival and everything. And now I'm on the other side. I'm still hearing the same thing.
From what I understand, this is the biggest game in, 30 years or something. That's pretty amazing, but I guess it is, really big when you think about it. They're 6-5, we're 7-4. If they win this game, they're right up at the top, too. And both of us are playing well right now. Both defenses are tops in the league. And if we can get our offense going, it could be really a great game.
I can't believe it. The biggest Bear-Packer game in 30 years? That seems a little strident. But,
well, and I'm worried about it, too. Brad picked the Bears, We're in trouble.
The professor is due.
Yes, we're in big trouble.
So I see the Bears winning, too.
Thanks, Tim. More to come tonight. What happens when a steer gets steamed during a commercial shot? We will show you when we come back.
First, tonight's winning Illinois lottery numbers.
They've been living quietly among us for years, but they've taken over. It's the invasion of the caravans. 1,500 Dodge Caravans, America's best-selling minivan, have converged on your Dodge dealers. They came with air conditioning, dual airbags, automatic transmissions, and more. For as low as $15,793. See the invasion of the caravans today. A limited engagement, now showing at your Dodge dealer.
Marshall Field's 2-day sale, you can save 40% on our entire collection of 14-karat gold chains and actually save 30% on Christmas trim before Christmas. Plus, it's also your chance to save 40% on all Jeffrey Bean fancy dress shirts.
At Bally's, you lift and lift, or stretch and stretch, or even win and win. Just come into Bally's and enter to win a new Dodge Stealth RT or a Club Med Vacation. And to join Bally's for just $18 a month with no payments until 1994, call America's favorite health club now at 1-800-WORKOUT. Guess this is what you'd call a win-win offer.
Maybe you think buying a computer for your family is easy.
So, which one is right for me? How should I know? Here, read these.
I wonder where we can find some help.
Hey, can we get some help? Hey!
Not so easy unless you come to Radio Shack. From affordable family computers to exciting multimedia PCs, Radio Shack has the selection you want, plus the personal service and support you deserve. Make your decision easy with our full line of computers at Radio Shack, your Christmas electronics store.
And finally tonight, there's nothing worse than an angry steer who wants to steal the show. These rodeo grandmas were doing just fine riding the range when this commercial shoot took an unplanned turn. A steamed-up steer decided to upstage the elderly actors with a swift trick. He disappeared right off the set in Kirkland, Washington, but the great escape ended in about 10 minutes. That's when some cowboys who meant business convinced the wily critter his adventure was over.
Real cowboys
yes,
got him.
The cowboys always win in the end, don't they?
That's
The good guys with the white hats. Well, that's our report for tonight. I'm John Drury.
And I'm Linda Yu. For Tim Weigel, Steve Deschler, and the entire Channel 7 News team, have a good evening.